Welcome back to Retro USA Memories, where nostalgia meets danger and sometimes explodes. In today's episode, we're heading back into the house. Not just any house, a 1970s home where toys could maim you and hair dryers might quietly kill you. Buckle your bell bottoms, because these are 9 more banned inventions from the 70s that prove safety was optional. 1. Asbestos hair dryers. Style now. Sickness later. Selling quality dryers at home were all the rage. Big plastic domes you'd park your head under for 45 minutes while flipping through TV Guide. What nobody realized, many of them were insulated with asbestos, right where your face went. Asbestos was cheap, heat-resistant, and extremely carcinogenic. It wasn't until a 1979 FDA study found dangerously high levels in handheld and hooded hair dryers that the public freaked out. Manufacturers quickly phased them out by the early 80s, but not before years of exposure. Fun fact: asbestos wasn't just in dryers, it was in floor tiles, insulation, even fake fireplace snow. 2. Lawn darts jarts, the backyard weapon of choice. Yes. The beloved lawn dart, a foot-long metal-tipped missile marketed as a family game. Just toss it toward a plastic ring and try not to hit your cousin in the skull. These were shockingly popular in the 1970s. But emergency rooms started noticing a pattern: head trauma, eye injuries, even deaths. By 1988, after several child fatalities and pressure from consumer safety groups, finally banned them. Ironically, adults loved them for their accuracy, and kids loved them for how far they could throw. M80s and homemade explosives. Legalish fireworks from hell. In the 70s, you didn't need a permit to blow your fingers off just an older cousin and a trip across state lines. M80s, originally military-grade training explosives, were sold under the counter or as novelty items. People used them to launch mailboxes into orbit, vaporize pumpkins, or just see what would happen. By the late 70s, after thousands of injuries and some gruesome deaths, the U.S. banned M80s and other unregulated homemade explosives under federal law. Electric blankets with no auto shutoff. Toasty or toasted. Snuggling up with an electric blanket was peak comfort in winter. But early models had no shutoff, faulty wiring, and sometimes caught fire while people slept. In the 1970s, house fires linked to blankets soared. The problem: people left them on all night, folded them tightly, damaging the wires, or used aging units without realizing the danger. By the early 1900s, UL safety standards were introduced requiring auto shutoff and better insulation. Gas space heaters, silent killers. These boxy little heaters looked harmless, but often lacked proper ventilation, leading to carbon monoxide poisoning, a silent, odorless gas that could knock you out in minutes. In the 70s, they were in millions of homes, trailers, and cabins. People loved the heat, but CO deaths quietly climbed. After multiple lawsuits and public service campaigns, most models were banned or redesigned by the mid-1980s. 6. Flammable children's pajamas, now in ignitable polyester. In the name of fashion, many kids' pajamas in the 1970s were made from untreated polyester blends, soft, colorful, and highly flammable. Fires from space heaters or cigarettes could turn these pajamas into melting napalm on a child's skin. After numerous incidents, the U.S. introduced the Flammable Fabrics Act amendments in 1972, requiring sleepwear to meet new flammability standards. Aerosol, sprays with toxic propellants. From deodorants to whipped cream cans, aerosol sprays were everywhere, and so were their toxic propellants like butane and CFCs. Aside from the ozone damage, many sprays in the 70s were highly flammable. Some teenagers huffed them for a quick high, others accidentally turned their bathrooms into mini fireballs. By the late 70s, CFCs were banned in sprays, and many household aerosol formulas were reformulated. Popcorn makers that could explode. These plug-in popcorn poppers seemed innocent until the plastic lids warped from heat or oil built up, causing violent eruptions of hot butter and kernels, burns, countertop fires, and the occasional popcorn projectile injury led to redesigns and recalls in the early 80s. One brand even got pulled after reports of the lid shattering mid-pop. Tris-treated children's clothes, flame retardant, but cancerous. Tris was a flame retardant chemical used on children's clothes in the early 1970s. The idea: prevent burns. The reality: Tris is a mutagen and probable carcinogen absorbed through the skin. By 1977, studies showed Tris could cause DNA damage. Parents were outraged. Manufacturers scrambled. The U.S. banned Tris in children's garments in 1978, though it showed up later in other products like furniture foam. And there you have it, a whole house full of dangers, brought to you by the 1970s. From flying darts to toxic pajamas. It's a miracle we made it through childhood at all. If you enjoyed this time travel through chaos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Retro USA Memories. We've still got one more episode, and trust us, the worst is yet to come.